over the past year, some of you have noticed some changes going on at ARGO, and I'm sure you've been wondering what's going on with these guys. Well, actually, this is what's been going on, and we're very proud of it. We've been working quietly to up our game at every level, and that means from developing educational programs for our clients, to investing in and implementing new technologies to make our managers' lives easier, to restructuring, and that's for the benefit of a new type of client, a much more demanding client who has been expecting a much higher level of professionalism from our industry, as I'm sure you all know. And we've been doing this all while keeping ARGO a great place to work. Like all of you here, we love this profession, and we are extremely humbled by the honor and the recognition this evening. So thank you once again. We appreciate it very much.
Our next honoree is the Trailblazing Management Company. And the Trailblazing Management Company is R.E.M. Residential Bricklaying President for Innovation, Marketing, and Management. With the team joining Rick.
If you don't love speeches, everybody's going to love me. I don't have a great speech. I want to say thank you to NYARM and Margie Marengo, who I've known for almost 20 years. Thank you for this honor. And thank wonderful staff. I mean, it's all about the staff, it's all about me. We've been doing some really good things in this industry. And I'm not a great speaker. I'm going to let my better half and my assistant do the talking for me. Thank you.
I'm Rick Elizi's wife. I've always been known as Sadie Vicinai's daughter. Now I'm Rick Elizi's wife, but I am Shpresa from R.E.M. Residential. This is our wonderful staff. We'd like to thank them for everything. And of course, Margie, Helen, Frida, and Rosana of NYARM. Thank you for all the educational courses, and our girls love to attend. Thank you.
We got Trailblazing Award of the Year, and I think the best way to summarize why we got that is at a Christmas party, someone, a very high-up person, was overheard in the lobby of our office building saying, "Eileen, these guys upstairs are a bunch of freaking nut jobs. I don't know how they do it, but they're successful and they know what they're doing. A bunch of nut jobs, but they know what they're doing." Hence, our Trailblazer of the Year award. And I'd like to cite Gene Kastner for what he said in his speech. It all starts with the staff. Rick has made a really, really great, bunch of good choices and staff, and we're we're a great team. We work together well, and we're very diverse, and hopefully next year we'll take the reins from ARGO. Thank you. Thank you, Mark.
Environmental Stewardship Team of the Year. And this goes to CityLine Division FirstService Residential. Now, while they're gathering themselves, if I could ask everyone at this point to let's lower the volume. We've got 3 more awards. It's very important for the people who are receiving the awards because we put this out there on YouTube and they get to use this as part of their own company's promotion. So it's nice to hear that people listen to it. Okay, so let's have some quiet over there. Environmental Stewardship Team and Micro Governance, I'd like for you to come up to join them. You see they did last year. CityLine Division, FirstService Residential, Jeff Howard, Vice President, Executive Vice President, Keith Wormy, President. Please join us. Please. And your team.
Okay, I'd like to thank Margie, NYARM, ladies and gentlemen of the Academy. I want to hit on a couple of points here. Firstly, I was trying to think when FirstService Residential became super focused on our environment. And I recall a conversation approximately 4 years ago with David Kupperberg and other senior executives of the company, where David realized we became the largest residential management company in New York. And with that, we were the #1 polluter in New York. So we had to figure out ways to address that and really focus on our environment. And our objective was to reduce the carbon footprint in all of our buildings by 30%. And the way that we went about it is we created a subsidiary of ours called FS Residential. And their focus was to reduce the carbon footprint in all of our buildings by 30%. I can say since FS Residential and our commitment to the environment happened, we've saved over $20 million for our buildings. With that, we have our buildings. And the only way we're going to improve upon that carbon footprint is making sure that our buildings are our partners. And Brightwater Towers is one of our partners. And some amazing things happened there. Unfortunately, they suffered extreme damage from Hurricane Sandy. They lost all of their mechanical systems, went down, and they had to figure out a way, how do we pick ourselves back up? And what they did is not only pick themselves back up, but they did it in a very wise way. Rather than put everything back the way that it was, let's look at this holistically. Let's look at the big picture. Let's look at the mosaic. And with that, they said their boilers. Their boilers were on the ground. What they wound up doing is putting them on platforms 4 feet high. Now, if there's another flood, what's going to happen is they have the likelihood of their boilers going down are much less. Then they said they have 3 boilers. Let's go down to 2 boilers. Let's be more efficient. There's no need for that anymore. Hot water supply. They have a whole new hot water system. This is going to save them significant dollars, but also it's going to act better for our environment, which is our focus. Then what they're doing going forward is they're hoping to get a grant. And this grant is they're going to be able to become the first building in New York City with a microgrid. And that's going to allow them to operate off the grid or on the grid. And with this, they're going to look to power these batteries for the microgrid by potentially putting microturbines on the roof or also going with solar panels to recharge the batteries. This is very, very, very advanced. And Marty Levine has been extremely involved from American Renewable Energy. Cynthia Reich, I have to thank her. She's the board president, and without her and her support, we would not be doing this. Jeffrey Howard, the general manager, is the driving force behind this. And Stephen Hyde's an executive vice president. He's the account executive there. And without this team here, we wouldn't be where we are today. And I'm extremely proud to be accepting this award and want to thank everybody here, and I'm done. Thanks.
So I'm really, really happy to be able to say that we've got some great partners at the Ronald McDonald House that are being honored here tonight. For the Corporate Humanitarian Award, Chuck Schneider, CEO and President, for all the financial support of NCB Bank for the Ronald McDonald House, and the moral support as well from your team of Ed Howard and Mindy Goldstein and Jay DeResta. We are so happy for your help with our wonderful Happy Faces golf tournament that Dave Lipson heads up each year. And on that golf course is the Humanitarian of the Year, and that's Mark Eisler. Mark is one of those guys who says, I have a job, and I will not back down to this job. And his job is to watch the hole-in-one hole. It doesn't matter if it's 110 degrees or if it's 20 degrees and pouring raining out, Mark will not relinquish his command of that hole. He does that through and through. And if you know Mark, you know that is just one of the symbols of just the sort of guy that he is. I think Mark is the kind of guy who could sell ice to Eskimos and make them feel really good about buying it as well, at a very high margin. Mark is a terrific guy. He's been a great supporter of the Ronald McDonald House. I think we look forward to seeing his daughter involved with us in our youth group as well this coming year. So it's very exciting for us. Thank you very much to yourselves, the subcontractors and contractors, and particularly to Margie and NYARM for all that you do for the Ronald McDonald House. Margie, turn it back to you.
Chuck Schneider and Mark Eisler, if you come up, please. And
Hi everybody. I would like to let you know what an amazing honor this is for me to be here. I would like to thank Margie Russell and the board of directors for NYARM. I would like to thank Bill Sullivan and Rick Martin with the Ronald McDonald House. You guys do amazing work, and I am so proud to know you. A special thanks to the man standing behind me, Dave Lipson, the founder of Happy Faces. Eight years ago, Dave asked me to be a member of Happy Faces. For those of you who know Dave, I use the term asked lightly. Well, 8 years and 6,995 emails later, Happy Faces has raised over $2.5 million for the Ronald McDonald House. $2.5 million. And it's due to the dedication of this man. What an honor it is to be a part of such a worthy cause. And I know many of you sitting here tonight, along with my fellow committee members, deserve a big thanks for your contributions. There's one other person that I would like to thank, Andrew May. Andrew allowed me the freedom to become involved with Happy Faces. But then, in a huge way, Andrew jumped on board. His generosity to the Ronald McDonald House is a true reflection of his big heart, and I thank him. I would like to thank my wife, Jerry, my daughter, Brielle, and all of my great friends at Hercules. Thank you, guys. Now, before I go and I sit back down, I have a request of my special friend, Dave. Now, Dave, as Rick mentioned, I'm on that hole-in-one for 6-7 hours in the heat, in the cold. It's October, these outings. You never know what you're gonna get. I request that this year, I have the Heineken girls at my hole. Okay? I'm only kidding, honey. I'm only kidding. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Next up is Chuck Schneider, President of National Property Bank. To all you managing agents out there, this is a golden opportunity to speak with this gentleman because he takes care of your buildings like nobody else does. And I hope you'll talk about the program that you instilled in your company because I would like for them to do the same thing.
Hello, my name is Chuck Schneider. I'm President and CEO of the National Property Bank. And last year, we lent over $350 million to low-income communities across the country. And we have a saying, we like to do well to do good. And because of many people in this room, we have been doing very, very well and trying to get back. We certainly appreciate Dave for all his work at Happy Faces and Ronald McDonald. I think that's really most important is that we work with partners across the country like Happy Faces to really help people helping other people, and that's what it's all about. And we certainly appreciate the opportunity to work with you today and everyone else in this room. Thank you very much. And to our New York office back there, and Ed, and Mary and Roger, our board of directors, thank you for all your hard work. Thank you.
Well, look at it. Yes, you can have a picture, but we wanted to. So our last year's humanitarian of the year is Josh Goldman. So we'd like you to step forward when you take the Mark. So Mark, Chuck, and Josh, right? And Dave, poor Dave. Okay, so we have a front here or one line. Either full or half. Yeah, that's good. Good. The River Bay Corporation should be getting ready. This is last of the honors for tonight. But for those of you who know Co-op City and know that we all enjoy that Freedom Land, okay? Freedom Land people out there. So if River Bay would join us. Where's my drummer? Where's my drummer? The River Bay Corporation, the general management team of the year, no one that I've ever met, that I personally have ever met in property management was harder than they did. That is one magnificent project that you work for, and your hard work must be recognized. And so, Vernon, it's yours.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank Ms. Russell and the directors of NYARM for recognizing the company for our achievements and our work with a number of different developments that we manage. It's a pleasure being here this evening. and be part of this wonderful affair. I'd like to say a special thank you to some people that are here with us tonight, which includes Mr. Bill Gordon, Ms. Helen Atkins, who are members of the board of directors of the River Bay Corporation. One of the things that we're very proud of is the fact that last year we were able to help the River Bay Corporation to obtain a $621 million refinancing, which is the largest loan insured by HUD under this 223F program. Also with me is Mr. Freeman, the principal of Mass University, and Mr. Adler. We also have with us this evening also members of the 99,000 Corporation, Ms. Carmen Vasquez and Ms. Steve Valenzuela, and also Mr. Bill Gordon, lovely wife is here with us as well. We thank you for the support that you provide to us throughout the year, for years actually, but without your help, we would not be who we are. So we thank you for that. Just real briefly, I'd like to say as a property manager, I didn't know exactly what I was going to say this evening, so I guess I'll say a few words about being a property manager. For those of you that are here tonight that are property managers, I think you would agree with me that the work that we do is very demanding and requires us to work long hours, deal with more than just a handful of stressful situations. But if you have a passion for the work, it's all worthwhile, in my opinion. We, I think, have a diverse job that we do because we wear many hats. And the number of hats that we wear includes allowing us to work with any number of professions and any number of industries, including a number of the industries and professions that are here tonight. And most importantly is that by doing that, by wearing these number of hats and having that diversity, it enables us to positively impact the quality of life of the residents that we serve as property managers. And I think there are very few professions or industries that can make that claim. Maybe with the exception of doctors and stockbrokers, but I think we're a pretty good economy. I'd just like to finish up by saying that I also want to thank Mr. Herbert Friedman and Mr. Marion Scott, who are the principals of the Marion Scott Real Estate for 25 years ago, having the vision and having the vision for putting together such a wonderful company. Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
Okay, so let's, Okay, while they're finishing their photo op, this is the last announcement. The last announcement. The book and the magazine are full of opportunities for you to support NYARM. The only way we can keep doing this is if you join us as a member, if you come to our top outings, and you send your people to our meetings. And you will hear from me on that next week. I will be reaching out to you. Thank you very much. Let's have a fabulous time. Thank you. Thank you.
That's not where I get to. Yeah. Bend. When it brings you the piece like that.
Go ahead, get at me. What you make me dream for? When you got the jeans on. What you make me steam for? You the hottest chick in this place. I feel so lucky. You wanna help me? Put around me to help me. Dina was close. So took the best of teaching. But you're an baby, it's in your nature. Just let me liberate you. So what you learn, I'm gonna show you twice. Head to toe, never rub me right. If I share my secret, you're gonna have to keep it. Nobody else can see it. And it goes like this. I take it down and turn out on you. Just until you jump out, show me.
The book and the magazine are full of opportunities for you to support NYARM. The only way we can keep doing this is if you join us as a member, if you come to our top houses, and you send your people to our meetings. And you will hear from me on that next week. I will be